Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is MLG Pro Scrims. We have the lovely Goldenboy up and running. Goldenboy, you were in the lobby, so you didn't miss any of the action. Paul's looking so strong. They're up 2-0. They dominated hardpoint, but up 5-3. They kind of started slacking off at the end of the last game there in Search and Destroy before closing out with a big win in round 11.
Well, I mean, I don't expect any less from Pulse. I'm very familiar with his team. Great players. They know what they're doing. And when it comes down to TEC, though, see, ClockWork, I'm familiar with Groundser because I've seen him play in a lot of tournaments in the past. And I'm just not too positive about the rest of this TEC squad. But I do know some people over at the TEC organization that have a lot of faith in this team as an up-and-coming, like, top 8 team in the scene. So, you know what? I think that this is just the beginning, and maybe it's just a bump in the road. But Pulse, they're just a really solid team.
They were looking great in the first 2 games. Big Search and Destroy game out of Groundser. Of course, he started heating things up with the SMG. We got Symptoms on our screen right now, and he asked, do you want to watch something entertaining, or do you want to watch someone sneaky? I said sneaky and entertaining. He said, well, come to me. And look at this. Already 0 kills have been scored by Symptoms, but he's right next to the opposing team's flag. He's going to find some action. That plan didn't work out. Twisted is on the biggest spree here for TEC as he's trying to lock down blue. But looking at the mini-map, what are you seeing here out of both squads?
Well, what I'm seeing here is that it looks like TEC, of course, a lot of attention is going to be put in the middle. You know, this map is very much focused in the middle area. But expect to see TEC constantly push up bricks and make their way to the garage. The reason being is because the bottom side of the map is usually the side that is viewed as the weak side. It's the side where, you know, you'll end up losing if you're not careful. So expect a lot of aggression out of TEC in this first half.
Wow, they just took control with some big kills on brick side. Twisted trying to turn on his opponent, but we got to go back over to Symptoms. He's the one who fought out of the defensive shell there, and we have Symptoms on a 3-kill spree in the middle of the map, basically just holding down this position until his teammates can move up. That's not going to be the case as it's all Pulse in the kill feed. And let's go to Neslo. He is chasing down his 3rd kill. Doesn't work out. Close right behind him, though, on the blue stairs.
Yeah, it looked for a flag pull here unless Chloe cannot get this kill, obviously, which there you see. Nice play by Twisted. He's able to pick up a 2-piece. That was going to be a big play there. Now, obviously, if Chloe didn't get that kill, he probably, you know, wouldn't have been able to do anything because he would have been dead. And as you saw it right then and there, just clutch play by TEC to make something happen.
Every time I see TEC push out, they get pushed right back into their base. But Symptoms, once again, so sneaky, has snuck into the garage. His opposing squad has taken his flag. So Symptoms has to make a choice here. Does he go after the flag return, or does he try and cause some objective dilemma by pulling the Pulse flag and just try and keep it alive? It looks like he's going to go for the return. Sees that player, gets one, but the flag will be capped as Vinsanity pushes it in. The gamble did not work out for TEC, and it looks like they continue to lose their slaying battles as we have Cosmo and Vinsanity on 2-kill sprees each. Cosmo racking up a 3rd kill on Brickside, and we're going to put him on our screen. He's trying to get behind that cop car.
Yeah, by the way, in that last flag cap, by the way, it was a very smart play by Pulse. And the reason being was usually, and I've played with Neslo a lot to know this, he is very heads up. So he's a vocal individual. He's probably telling his team, there's one missing, and they were right. So that's why they tag teamed with the flag runner, and they were able to get that flag.
Heads up plays, keeping an eye on who's up, who's down. Twisted back up on a 2-kill spree. 2 minutes left in this first round. All players from TEC going negative again. It's Pulse winning the slaying battle, not by much, but winning it. Currently the flag being pulled by Vinsanity. Can he get up these pull stairs? He cannot. His teammates trying to get in position to rally it. Neslo just going to grab it and dip. Meanwhile, the other flag being taken by TEC Symptoms. So Symptoms is going to get some big help from his teammate Twisted, getting kills on Brickside as Neslo is going to pull this. However, the real battles are now happening in the middle of the map. Groundser, he's going to be that player trying to sneak up and get the return here for TEC. Meanwhile, it looks like Pulse, they're going to pull their aggression back. No one else pushing forward. They're just going to try and protect Neslo before making a push forward.
Yeah, and you can actually see that if they can continuously play defensively, but Sender with an amazing two-piece there, by the way. Nezlo's going to be in a bad spot, has to drop back, but I just want to say that you're going to see all 4 members of Pulse stay back. Right now, there's no reason for them to push up. They're going to be up in this series here, or in this matchup, 1-0 going into the second half. And now Nezlo, if he's able to pick up another kill, he'll actually have a War Machine.
He just got his Lightning and Hellstorm as well, so that's something to think about. 38 seconds left on the clock, plenty of time for his teammates to push up. He could always call that down and have Cosmo pick up the easy return. But first, Cosmo has to slay his way past 1 or 2 more players. Here's Grounds, does get the kill. And Cosmo actually taking down Sender, is looking for that flag carrier. The score streak's being called down. Symptoms picking up that flag.
Hostile flag carrier.
And there you
Can
see
they get
Clo
the
with
return?
a two-piece. And they get it. They
Boom.
get the return, and there you go, 2-0. I was just saying, Puckett, that was just some clutch plays, and now Nezlo has a War Machine. Going into the second half, there's no better score streak to have than a War Machine.
And why is that? Why do you like the War Machine so much for Slums?
Well, it's just because of the fact that it's such a devastating weapon. I mean, really, it's like a one-hit kill. You know, it's so. Now I wouldn't say it's unfair because he earned it, but still, it's just such a devastating weapon. Now, granted, I probably would prefer a sentry gun because it could defend a base, but you have to think about it like this: you can either have a stationary sentry gun, or you could just be a walking sentry gun. I'd rather be the walking one.
Well, see if we see any. Let's actually check right now. Does TEC have any flak jackets? Not for Sender. Not for Twisted.
None of them.
Oh my goodness, they're all going for lightweight and toughness.
And they don't know he has that War Machine, so as soon as that War Machine deploys, and he's going to save it, by the way, he's not going to use it right away until, like, it's absolutely necessary, and then they're going to hear it, and they're going to say, oh crap, we just screwed up big time, and then that's when death and destruction is just going to be rained all over ClockWork.
Great start here for Pulse, as despite it was Grounds picking up a two-piece in the middle of the map. They've retaken control, close locking down blue for the entire game. Vinsanity and friends are just poking out on brick side. They don't even need to challenge here. They can just hold the middle of the map with the 2-flag lead. But it looks like they're a bit more comfortable just keeping their opponents on the back foot. And I'm going over to Cosmo. Cosmo's pulled out the FAL. He's sitting on statue, and this tells me that this guy just wants to slay for a bit.
Yeah, I expect him to do that. I mean, I don't see a reason why not. Because again, they're playing from the bad side now, so it is going to be 2-0 in the count here. Expect to see a lot of pushes on the garage. They're going to get that. Then the cutoffs are going to be a blue, which means that anyone that has an AR, they're going to thrive in that particular situation. And look at the unity here by Pulse. They are just dominating ClockWork here in these runs.
Flag being pulled. However, Symptoms was behind enemy lines. Gets 2. Gets the return. That is the clutch play he was looking for in the first half. Didn't happen, and he will go down. So basically, he played sneaky for the entire first minute and 20 seconds of this round, and all they got out of it was a flag return as Pulse continues to put the pressure on. Really, TEC, they need to step up their slaying game and take map control, because right now, they're playing on the back foot from the more advantageous side of the map.
Yeah, you see, the thing here is that what TEC wants to do is move into the police car side of the map, right? From bricks to police car. They want to get that control because as soon as you pull the flag, and you're going to pull the flag to blue if you're TEC, you're going to get the cutoff at the police car, which is just going to feed you kills and potentially streaks as well. So that's why you're going to see Pulse pushing up from that side of the map a lot more than you will see them going from the blue side of the map. So just some food for thought once again, because I'm always trying to feed you that knowledge, Puckett.
I like food. All right, looking at our stats here, 18-12 is Clo, 15-12 is Nezlo with Vinsanity, as well as Cosmo, both going positive. On the other side, the only player even right now is Twisted. 13-22 is Grounder. He's getting brutalized. Same thing with Sender and Symptoms. He's basically been out of the game at 7-10, trying to be that sneaky guy, hiding out of the action. But Cosmo, he was running this flag, and this could be a big play from Twisted. The challenge from Cosmo. Oh my goodness. I believe that was Cosmo challenging there. I don't agree with that play.
I agree. It's just like, why would you challenge? You have the flag, just try and get away. Sometimes players feel like they're Supermen. And also, I do know Pulse, and from time to time, they can get a little, not to say cocky, but just confident in their playing. Granted, they have all the reason to. So, sometimes you're going to see unnecessary challenges, and that's what happened there, in my personal opinion. But I do think that Pulse is going to be able to respond and turn perfectly fine. You can see a flag pull was made, and it was stopped right away by Pulse.
Wow, these cap Cap 40 so effective. Neslo just in general so effective as he picks up his Bloodthirsty. He's working towards another Hellstorm, another Lightning Strike. Still has that Hellstorm in his back pocket, and I believe he just used up the final few shots with the War Machine. So he's starting fresh, wants to play this patiently. 1:20 left on the clock. They don't need to cap. If he could just rack up kills, though, they can guarantee a victory here on Slums Capture the Flag.
Yeah, he needs to be able to pull this flag, and that is going to be... Oh, man, I can't even believe that he stayed alive on that one long enough, but I think he just got another Hellstorm out of that one. I'm not 100% confident on what that was. But you know what, though? I don't think that Neslo should have went for a pull on that. He probably should have played a little back and just waited, because now you can see that there was a counter pull. But Neslo will be there for the Hellstorm. They need to get these kills, and they have to get that return.
They put it in, though. 49 seconds left on the clock. Sender rallies one flag home. Grounds are trying to pull a second one. He will get cut off on the blue stair. So Pulse, they're in a 4-man defensive stand. All of them, though, push back on their third of the map. Sender picks up 1 kill on Brickside. His teammates need to push up with him. It's going to be a 4-man push all at once, and great timing for Sender to round that corner. Catches Vinsanity off guard. Other 2 players pushing from the middle. Unfortunately, 2 go down. This has got to be all Sender now, and he is going big with the Cap 40. 19 seconds left on the clock, and that kill from Neslo is going to be the final nail in the coffin. Out of time for TEC. They had a great last push, but it was domination in the slaying column all game long from Pulse.
Yep, I mean, in all honesty, when you look at what happened there, as far as Pulse was concerned, if TEC would have been able to push up a little bit sooner, then they could have gotten that police car spawn and just kept on feeding bullets right into Pulse, and that would have been TEC's advantage there.
Right.
But what ended up happening was that, you know, that Hellstorm came down from Neslo, delayed a little bit on that flag pull, and then they kind of didn't rally quick enough to get over to that flag. And Neslo just doing what he does best, clutching it when it is necessary. I've played with him a lot of times, and I can tell you, he comes up clutch more times than not, and he does it once again. 26 and 17 for him.
Yeah, not only 26 and 17, a capture and 2 returns as well. So going big on offense, defense, as well as being the lead slayer. Neslo doing everything right as Pulse is now up 3-0 in our best of 9. Guys, don't go anywhere. When we come back, Goldenboy and I will be bringing you Hardpoint. The map, TBD. We'll let you know in a minute.